Good evening, Sandeep. Sandeep, please go ahead and let me know, where means how many years of experience you have. You are into non-IT or IT background, right? And what all skill sets you have, right? How many years of experience you have, and finally, you can let me know that where you are getting stuck in your career, right? So
Yeah.
I can give you the best possible way or the best possible path.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm having around 7+ years of experience. Currently, I started my career as a operation and maintenance engineer in some one of the telecom company.
Hmm,
Where there I used to take care of routers and switches and everything
hmm, hmm,
of the whole internet
hmm,
of
hmm,
everything. After
hmm,
that, I have moved to
hmm,
another company. It's a knock.
hmm, hmm,
Knock, as you know, as a L1 support.
hmm,
And after that, I have moved to this current company. I'm working since past 2.5 years
hmm,
as a
hmm,
Linux system admin.
hmm, hmm,
The first 2 4 years I was working as a this Linux telecom based only
hmm,
as
hmm,
L1 support.
hmm,
And after that, I have moved here.
hmm,
Now I'm having around 3+ years.
hmm,
Here we are having around 22 servers where
hmm,
I'm handling all the servers,
hmm,
and all are rel servers only, where we need to I have deployed and installed
hmm.
many applications like OrinDB, Kafka.
Good. Uh,
Currently, and
hmm,
for automation, currently we are creating some Ansible playbooks. There
hmm,
I'm
hmm,
working on,
hmm,
and I have knowledge on Grafana dashboards and everything. We have created a dashboard
hmm,
for
hmm.
alerts and everything like that.
Okay. Okay.
And another
Fine.
team is there
Hmm,
where I'm working with them. Means ours is a group, a team of what do you call Java developers,
got it.
embedded
Okay.
analytics, everyone and like that.
Hmm, hmm. So,
Now we are creating. Huh,
yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
now another team is creating CI/CD pipeline for us. So currently I'm
Hmm,
working with them to
hmm.
gain some knowledge.
Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Anything else apart from this
Current
during these seven
uh,
years, Sandeep?
7 years. Mainly this only. Now I'm focused on Linux only currently.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Absolutely fine. So, uh, okay. And where exactly you are getting stuck? Means what you want? What career guidance you needed from me?
Actually, I have seen means I'm stuck to move into the Linux only, or else I want to means to move to the DevOps like that.
Hmm.
So I'm little bit confused. I have attended two three interviews, but I didn't perform well. Means I was stuck. I have to tell what is my day to day. There I'm stucking actually.
Okay. I
What
got
to
it.
say?
Got it.
Yeah,
I got it. You and your end goal is finally DevOps. You want to
DevOps.
see yourself as a DevOps engineer. Now, one
Yes.
question I am asked. I'll ask few things. I'll come to that part. Don't worry. I'll give you the solution immediately because you have seen me, right? So,
Mhm.
but I'll ask means why you wanted to go for a DevOps engineer. It's only just because you have seen others that they are doing, or this is the market trend, or you see yourself, no, I have to get because DevOps engineers are getting more salary compared to anyone, right? So, like this, or it's just you wanted to see, there are many reasons, right?
Mm.
So, I know the main reason will be the salary only, right? But
Yes, yes.
did you heard from anyone or they told no, if you will do the DevOps, then you will get this much of package, that much of package, right? So that is the only thing, or you in means it's your interest is there in that area. See, DevOps, first of all, it's not a technology. Let me tell you very
Mm.
honestly, Sandeep. Okay,
Yes, yes.
so it's I would say
Methodology.
it's a way of working where your all the tools which will be
Mm.
involved, okay, it's not only tools, it's exactly I would say it's when you worked as a Linux admin or a shell
Mhm.
scripting in the field of automation, in the as a cloud engineer. So it's basically you should be expertise of each and everything, then only you should jump for DevOps engineer.
Yeah, yeah.
This I have explained multiple times, but I'll explain
Uh-huh.
that also. I'll come to that part, okay? But I
Okay.
wanted to hear from you, okay? That why you want to go for a DevOps?
First thing is, as you said, money, but I got interest when I have created this Ansible playbook where I
Hmm.
used to do what we call maintenance by manually.
Hmm.
There I have created automation. So,
Hmm.
and now also we are we are doing this waterfall model only.
Hmm. Hmm.
All the
Hmm.
developers gave me that jar file I have to deploy.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
there I have got means
Hmm.
I was interested how this pipeline everything works.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
other thing is after the I have created the Grafana dashboard and everything.
Hmm.
How I am getting alerts
Hmm.
means AB means I can also do instead of manually. Everyone is dependent on me. If I am on leave,
Hmm.
this deployment everything is stopped. So these are causing some issues. So I wanted
Hmm.
to create automation
Correct. Got it.
pipeline everything
So you want to make your work easy, right? And
easy.
the dependency should be less on you, right?
Less. Yes.
So which is not good for you. Okay.
Yes. For company also
For
because they need to.
but for company, it is like if you will create, see, if you resolve dependencies immediately, okay, so ultimately your job will be in trouble. Okay,
In
uh,
trouble. Yes.
jokes apart, but yes, automation is required because company always looking for a automation so that they can do maximum, they can get maximum benefit out of it, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, and at the same time you are adding value to not only for your career, for the company point of view also, and you will be get recognized. That is a good thing. Okay,
Yes.
now coming back to here, see, now you here just under, because I have explained multiple times to everyone, okay,
Yeah.
but few things, these 7 years, okay, so you mentioned during the early, like how many years you have worked in the networking part, I wanted to hear from you. Like you said you have
Network.
worked on, yeah, operation and
Uh,
management, right?
yeah. Yeah. There I have worked for around 2.6 from 17 to 19 September. After
From
that I have
2017 to
17.
2019. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. And after that, immediately you have started working in the Linux administration.
No.
NOC. You have worked in
Knock.
the NOC as a L1. It's
L1.
basically a
Yeah.
NOC monitoring. I know, right?
Monitor.
So where you will be handling some L1 tickets, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
there you have worked on how many years?
1.6 something. 1.6 to 7.
1.6 years you have worked as a NOC engineer. That's what as a
Mm.
L1 you mentioned. And this is, I
Yeah.
think, in the period of 2019, 22,
21.
21, right?
21 April. Yeah.
2021 April, right?
Mm.
Fine.
Mm.
And after that, 3 years you have worked in RHEL, like Linux
Mm.
admission. That is what I have written there. You got a chance to work on Kafka. You have done the DB installation, right? And all those things, correct? Right? So, and then finally, even now you are getting more into the Ansible side where you are getting opportunity to automate, right? To write
Yeah.
playbooks
Yeah.
and all, correct?
Playbooks. Yeah.
And at the same time, you are closely working with Grafana also, right?
Ah.
Which is basically a metrics monitoring tool. We use it for
Metric.
CPU monitoring,
Logs.
disk monitoring,
Mm.
right? These things will be there. Fine.
Yes.
And
Yes.
right. See, immediately. Now I'll clear your doubts. First of all, you wanted to become a DevOps engineer, right? So
Mm-hmm.
for a DevOps engineer, I'll directly jump. I'm not telling anything Linux or I'm not talking about anything. Okay. Now, being a, if I have to hire a DevOps engineer, okay, a resource for my team, okay, so what skill sets I'm looking into him,
Mm.
Sandeep, okay, so that I'm going
Yes.
to show you and what questions I'm going to ask him, because as I told that I have been, you can see now I'm managing entire DevOps team as associate manager, right? So
Yes.
even though I've started working as a means earlier it's like that means Linux is there with me, but from past almost 7 to 8 years, I call this as a DevOps engineer only, but exactly this is not a DevOps engineer. It is a mix of everything. Okay.
Yeah.
It involves a SR. You have heard of SRE engineer, you have site
Yeah.
reliability
Site
engineer,
site reliability.
platform engineer, right? Cloud engineer, right? There is a application support, production support, right? A DevOps
Mm.
engineer you have heard of, and then finally Linux administrator are there, right? So these all roles, okay, we should call them as a operation and management, exactly. Okay,
Okay.
this is not a role. See, in these all role there are two three things are which is common, and
Okay.
if those three things you are very strong at, okay, so you are going to fit at any place, right?
Yeah.
So first you listen, again I am telling you, see, like when you have to make a curd, right?
Mm.
You have to
Yeah.
make paneer, okay, or
Mm.
if you have to make ghee,
Mm.
or if you have to make cheese, right? Or you take anything, so these are the byproduct from where?
Milk.
Milk. You are only giving
Yes.
me answer, right? So these are the byproduct of milk. So whether it's a DevOps engineer, SRE engineer, or a cloud engineer, platform engineer, or any of the role, okay,
Mhm.
it's coming from ultimately Linux only.
Okay.
I can give you proof also. Okay, what is the proof is that, see, you take any topic of Linux. I'm not taking just set of commands, okay,
Mm.
and then I'll come to the real time troubleshooting. Okay, so you
Mm.
take whether it's a user administration, you tell me whether in cloud, whether it's a AWS cloud, Azure cloud, or a GCP cloud, IAM is there.
Yes.
You have to deal with that also, right? Every time you
Mm.
will be dealing with the operating system, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Whether it's a direct, and you take it, there is a user and group is there, right? So
Mm.
there is a normal user, there is a system user. So why we are using sudo? Why we cannot log in as a normal user? Nobody try to understand the behind the scene. When they will be get into trouble, they will
Mm.
be asked to troubleshoot and resolve the issues,
Yes.
but they are not able to do so. Why? Because they don't know what is how to resolve that issue.
Okay.
What is the basic configuration file for a sudos? What is the basic configuration file where we'll give the permission for those normal users, so that a normal user can work as a super user?
Yeah.
From where this knowledge will come? And you take only, you said, right, you did a Ansible playbook, right, you did Ansible playbook, right? You
Mm.
created an Ansible playbook. Through Ansible playbook we are doing patching also nowadays,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
Yes.
We are doing, I'm just giving a example to you. If you are doing patching, so we have to fetch all the packages from Ansible tower,
Yes.
right? So in Linux there is called yum repository, right? You have worked with
Mm.
RHEL 3 years.
Yes. Three.
You worked with RHEL 3 years, right? You have
Three.
to
Yeah.
configure your yum repository, right, to your
Mm.
local repository. Same thing you are
Yes.
doing there. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes. No, it's
Correct.
good. Correct.
Exactly the same thing. If you have to do the patching also, now we are doing it through the Ansible.
Mm.
Correct. But there also, because if our yum repository is up to date, our yum server is configured, through that will be configured to all the yum clients. It's
Yeah.
indicating it. We can redirect that URL to that yum server, or we'll fetch all the packages and we'll patch all the servers, right? We can write a
Yes.
script. That's it. We are going to write a script, and in Ansible you are going to write a YAML file.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, to communicate between those server, each and every server. So in
Mm.
Ansible, there is a main server that is called controller, right? Under
Control.
slash etc host file, you need to write all the hosts IP.
Mm.
You have to tag whether it's a database, whether it's application server,
Database.
or anything. We need to make a tag under slash etc
Mm.
host file will be there. Under slash etc, there will be we need to mention,
Ansible.
right? Correct. Ansible
Yes.
inside that one. Now, to communicate from that controller to all the other servers, right?
Mm.
What method we are using? We are using SSH authentication.
Such. Mm. Yes.
That was SSH authentication also you learn from Linux,
Yes.
right? You have to deploy all the public key to all the servers. Nobody is trying
Sir.
to understand from where it's coming.
Ah.
So that is what I am telling. You tell me anything you tell, and then finally, where your troubleshooting skills will improve. How you're troubleshooting. If you have worked, suppose in you are working, okay, you are automating something also. You said you have worked with Grafana, okay. If you have to
Mm.
store Grafana logs, we need to see the logs, right? So
Yeah.
either you are going to log into the dashboard, right, and you will see the logs, correct? Or those logs also need to be stored somewhere, or the data. Because
Mm.
if you work, I'm not sure you have worked with Splunk or not. Okay, so
Mm.
Splunk is also a log monitoring tool. Okay, there is
Yeah.
Elk also, data
Elk.
monitoring. Okay, so you
Mm.
can see your data is flowing or not, right?
Oh.
You are able to. So see all these logs where you are going to see. You have to store in some storage. You have to store it in some NFS share
Yeah.
in each and every. So NFS is where Linux. Nobody is
Linux.
trying. They wanted to go for a DevOps, but for when I'll ask them, okay, if any issue will happen with their NFS server, who is going to resolve? DevOps engineer only.
Yeah.
So being a DevOps engineer, you need to work, okay, as a Linux admin also. You need to
Mm.
work as a automation engineer also. You need to work as a platform engineer also. You need to work as a SRE engineer also. You need to work as a cloud engineer also. So the work is very versatile for a DevOps engineer. And if you have to really become a good, you wanted to become a good DevOps engineer, right, and you wanted to sustain for next 15 years into this IT industry, don't look after a role, just focus on the skill set which is more required to make yourself very strong in this industry. The base, again I am telling, the foundation is important. Building is not important, but the footing is important, how depth it
Yeah.
is. Okay. Car features is not important. Car engine is important. Same
True.
way, when you are very good LDAP server, FTP server, NFS server, DHCP server, DNS, same thing in AWS it is there. Correct? Route 53.
Mm.
You take it anything, your networking firewall or anything, any example you bring it in front of me, I'll tell you it's coming from there only. And if you
Linux.
are good, whether it's a process management in Docker also, you do Docker PS.
Mm.
And in process management, we do PS-EF to see all the
Yep.
processes, correct? To see the running. So even in Docker also take all the resources from your Linux operating system, the host
Yeah.
OS. Even the volume
Mm.
is also from the host OS.
Yes.
So any issues happen, whether you are dealing with CI/CD pipeline, right? So that
Mm.
pipeline also you need to write scripts.
Okay.
To create a parameterized pipeline, you need to write a Jenkins file. You need a Jenkins file. You need to write a Groovy script, okay? And that ultimately shell scripting is involved into that one only. Everywhere
Got it.
to automate your environment, even to install Ansible, you need to write a shell script.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling is that from where it's coming. So focus on always. You should be very good in troubleshooting skills, right? And your troubleshooting skills only will become better and better when you work more towards each and everything in the Linux. So your other things will be very easy, very handy. Okay. Now once your Linux administration, I don't call this as a Linux administration. It should be the, everybody has to learn this one according to me. And then finally, he should also learn the shell scripting. Whether he can go for the shell scripting
Yes.
or Python, it's absolutely fine.
Mm.
Okay. So any scripting language he can take.
Yeah.
99% of the JD will be, they will be asking you that you should know any of the automation, right?
Mm.
Correct. So whether
Yes.
you should be able to automate your environment, so that you can do it with any of the scripting language, right? So that
Yes.
scripting language is nothing but either it's a bash or you are go with a python. But because bash comes by default with linux only, right,
Mm.
easily you can understand and you can implement, correct?
Yeah.
So that is,
Yes.
so once you should be very good in these two, then you said you have good knowledge on networking. That is a very big advantage for you, according to me.
Okay.
So what I see, your future is more, I would say, like, don't fall into a dedicated role. You are already good in networking. You need to, you have worked on RHEL already. So
Well,
spend
mm.
more time into troubleshooting. Learn all the servers, okay, which is server configuration and its troubleshootings. Now the third thing is, put your more towards any of the shell, because you said Ansible. Anyways, you have started writing playbooks and all, right? So
Yes.
YAML
Yeah.
knowledge, that anyways, that is very good. One of the configuration management tool you should know, right? So at
Okay.
the same time, you should start focusing on the shell scripting, which should be there. My advice for you. Now the next thing is one thing everyone, because when you said everything, you never you mentioned also, that is also, you also worked as a DB installation. So you have
No.
understanding of the database. At least people don't have
Yes.
understanding also, right? So
Okay.
that should be there. That is a good thing. We should focus on any, whether MongoDB, MySQL, MariaDB, Oracle, or any of the database you can take it, but take any one database, okay?
Okay.
That is important. Now from there, you should focus on the cloud,
Okay.
right? Cloud, why it's important? Because now most of the open shift, they are moving to cloud. 95% of the work in the migration, Sandeep. So
Yes.
this work is, the migration work involves multiple works within it.
Okay.
It's not just a migration word. With migration, there are so many responsibilities come. So they will not give you only one thing to, that okay, okay, go ahead and start migrating my Jenkins pipeline to Azure DevOps pipeline, or start migrating my on-premises my application to the GCP cloud, right, or to the Azure cloud. So I have been doing this already done. Many projects I
Okay.
have done. Okay. So the main thing is, so first you need to see what exactly the current application, what all the challenges with the current application. So what all integrations are there with the current application, correct? Then whether you will be going for refactoring or a rehosting, so you need to suggest to the client. According to that, you will go and do the small POC in that cloud. Then then slowly you will start creating the same infrastructure into your cloud with the help of Terraform, with the CI/CD pipeline, with the Ansible. So all the tools will be involved. But
Yeah.
ultimate goal is, when you face issues, then the
Very critical.
issue is at Linux level.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, everything is coming back to Linux. If you go
Then
anywhere.
will, I have seen so many. Then they realizing that why they are not able to do so. They are searching job, when they, we I used to ask question. See, if suppose, if I have to hire a DevOps engineer, my entire project is in DevOps. So
Mm.
obviously I am going to ask him question which I am facing in my current project.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the way an interviewer take interviews. Few questions
Yes.
are predefined questions will be there, Sandeep, but the questions will be like, suppose if I faced any crash loop error, so I'll ask him, you know, crash loop error? So you said no, I have never encountered this one. But to answer that one, I'm not telling immediately, so that comes with experience.
Yes.
So that requires to, once you are into these three four things na, your Linux administration, your shell scripting, your database, right, and this your cloud and all, ultimately those tools you will be going to learn. Company
Yes.
only will
Okay.
give you chance to learn.
Okay.
So why to I company, no need. So rather than you only tell me, rather than going into a straight line or to reach from your source to destination, or should you take multiple shortcuts to reach to that one, which is better?
Rather than.
See, again, what I am telling is, I am giving you option. There is a start point, there is an end point, Sandeep. Okay?
Mm,
You know what you can do, correct? So from start to end, there is a straight line. I am telling you, Sandeep, please go ahead from the start line to end line, you will reach. But what you are trying to, and at the same time, there are options that somebody told you, okay, you go with this shortcut, so you will reach faster. You will go with this shortcut, so you will reach faster. No, take this. So, and that you are not
maybe.
aware also.
Mm,
What I am telling is that he told that you don't know that shortcut is going to reach to that destination or not.
okay.
So
Only first
where is
option.
the visibility? I am telling you, from start to end, you are able to see the visibility that yes,
Mm,
this is the start. I can see the end is there, but I
yeah,
want to take a shortcut. So I'll take less time. I'll reach faster. But I don't know whether the shortcut is going to that destination or not, or the
pattern.
end point. So
Yes.
basically, that is what. So which is better? You only tell me.
First option only. Where is the
First option.
visibility is there?
Visibility is there. So that is
Mm,
what I am telling, where you see the transparency, where you see the visibility of your vision, where you are
vision.
able to see, no, if I'll go this way, at least I'll reach, correct?
Mm,
That is what called these three four things. But
yes.
now I'll tell you what all things where you don't have the visibility. Okay,
Mm,
the problem is, okay, so
yeah, I can see.
somebody told me, Abhishek, go ahead and do these many tools, you will become a DevOps engineer. Okay, so I don't have any visibility, Sandeep. Okay, so I started doing GitHub, I started doing Jenkins, I started doing Azure DevOps. Somebody told me, okay, do Azure DevOps, Azure, so you'll get a
Mm,
DevOps job. I did Azure. Somebody told me, go ahead and do it AWS, you'll get AWS
AWS.
DevOps job. Go ahead and do it Docker, Docker Swarm, Kubernetes, Ansible, right? Or Puppet, Shape. These are the configuration management tool. Do Bash scripting, shell scripting. You need to do Linux also. If you are working with Red Hat, no focus on Red Hat. You need to focus on Ubuntu also. Now somebody is telling, learn all the monitoring tools: Splunk, Kibana, Grafana, AWS CloudWatch, Zabbix is there, Prometheus is there, right? And then you
Yes.
anyways you need to go through all this tool, you need to know all the database, you need to know Terraform also, you need to know Apache Tomcat Nginx. So you only tell me, by doing all this tool, whether you are going to get a DevOps job. No,
If you do means if we have skills,
no, again you
then
are wrong.
no.
Again you are wrong, Sandeep. See, these many, if you are able to see all my relevant skills na,
Yeah.
these are not
Yes.
coming in a single day, Sandeep, first of
Yes.
all.
Yes. It's
Okay, even if I tell you go and learn all these tools, okay, you'll not get a job, because
okay.
what you are trying to do is you are trying to become master of all. Sorry,
Okay.
master of all only. Yes, actually may the thing is, the phrase is like this: master of one, jack of all. You need to hold something, your basics should be strong. Okay, so these
Okay.
all tools, DevOps is not, you are not going to get all these tools into a single place. First of all,
Mm,
it's a journey according to me. Okay, DevOps is basically a journey which comes with experience. It's just a name, Sandeep. Tomorrow, see, today Ansible is there, Puppet is there, tomorrow Chapet will be there. What you'll do? Very honestly, because
okay.
why I'm able to tell all these things, before this Ansible and all, I have already worked a similar tool in HP that is called Hewlett Packard Software Automation Tool. Okay,
Okay. Never
HPSA.
heard.
It's
Okay.
a dedicated, HP has already made that product. I have worked
Okay.
with private cloud also before going into this AWS, Azure, and GCP. I have worked with
Okay.
HP Helion OpenStack. OpenStack is the cloud. They made their own cloud with the that one with HP Helion OpenStack.
Okay.
So I know almost everything. Even this, you have heard of this Grafana. HP has a similar tool called SiteScope, HP SiteScope.
Okay.
That is also for metrics monitoring. So I have worked with all this. So tools could be anything, but the foundation is only one.
Okay.
So if you know one thing, you learn any tool. These are just tools which I have just told you. Those are the tools. Do you tell me before Docker whether virtualization was not there? It was there.
Because
Correct. Now containerization. Earlier it was virtualization. So a person who worked in a virtualization, he could easily work in a containerization, right? So this is how we relate. So thing is that don't focus on our tools. Only three, four pillars are there according to me. The first pillar is your Linux administration. Under Linux administration, there are so many things. Try to get each and everything in depth.
okay.
And I can challenge, I'm ready to write it down on stamp paper. Okay. If somebody has really gone through, if he knows bind and each and everything, you can take it. That person should be able to work in any of the DevOps tool. He is not going to face a single problem. Why I am able to do so? Because I have still continuing that Linux with me. Okay. And still I am keep on every day I put some more effort to learn something new in Linux. Git, you only tell me git command. What all those git commands are there, whether it's a git diff or a git clone. These are the Linux commands only. Correct.
Hmm.
So by look, you know everything. Then also we are trying to close our eyes and tell no, 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 no. We were not going. We should no, 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 no. I'm not going to focus on that particular whatever its foundation. I'm not going to. Oh, by okay, it's in the inside, but you have to consider that why that building is standing tall. And somebody is
Foundation.
telling, no, only see that 20th floor. Once you reach to that 20th floor, you'll see everything very good from there. Things will look very good. Correct? But you have to look how depth it is. The building foundation is there. So the dream will show you, everybody will show that no, okay, do these many tools. So whatever you are doing as of now, according to me, okay, so you'll get a good package also. Okay. And for me, you are already having the skill set which is required for a SRE engineer or a platform engineer. And there is a huge demand of SRE engineer or a platform engineer in I would say UK, in US also, in Germany also, in Netherlands also, in Australia also. So outside India, there is a huge demand of these roles. But again, because since if you are already learn with Linux, so I would say spend more time into that one. Now put
Yeah.
some more effort, because I don't see you are talking about any of the automation. You only talk about Ansible.
Hmm.
Correct? That is just a tool. But I am telling you, just take the scripting, any of the scripting language. It's fine. You
Okay.
don't go with shell scripting, but go with Python then. Okay. That is required to automate your environment.
Okay.
Right? So that is required. Now the next thing is database. You have already put more into that one, and any of the
Hmm.
cloud. And parallelly, these are the tools you try to learn. If you are already getting an opportunity, that is fine, but you need to improve your troubleshooting skills and resolve and issue resolving that is capability. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are the things, according to me, to you, Sandeep. Okay, and
Mhm.
rest all you are good. You have spent good amount of time in networking also. So once you are into Linux fully, okay, when you go through, so you learn so many things for the networking point of view also.
Yeah.
Because all the DevOps engineer I have seen, they are getting struggling only at the troubleshooting. When they will ask, or the team will ask them to deploy something, so or to install something, so when they are getting into trouble, where when the errors are start coming, so their head will go in a different direction.
And then-
Okay, they'll start
okay.
thinking, oh, how to resolve. So things will be, so you need to learn the resolve, means issue resolving, that uh, capability you have to build inside you, and how that will come when you work more and more towards Linux,
Yeah.
right? So then your other things will be automatically, you will start using telnet, you will start using ssh and all. Every time same thing you are going to use in your DevOps, right? Day to day work.
Yeah.
DevOps work is, so you will be working as a migration activity, you will be working as a
Mm.
vulnerability remediation, you will be working on patching, you will be working on incidents, you will be working on production issues, right? So DevOps work is like that. So any work could be assigned to you. So they will ask you to migrate the pipeline, they will ask you to automate the pipeline, they will ask you to do anything.
Mm.
And it is
Yes.
not a dedicated work you are going to get as a DevOps engineer. They will ask you
Yes.
to work on patching activity also, they will ask you to do on, or means some of the non compliance, like some of the vulnerabilities which is like, see, like banking sectors, right? You have worked in
Mm.
VAS, value added service, in the telecom, that is one domain.
Mm.
Like that banking
Yeah.
domain is there, healthcare domain is there.
Mm.
So banking domain is mainly focusing on where they focuses on audits.
Security audit.
Means compliance. Bank should
Okay.
not be non-compliant with their servers. Otherwise, there is a huge fine for that one.
Okay.
So I have worked with healthcare domain, I have worked with banking domain, I have worked with most of the domain, maximum. Okay. So this is why I'm able to tell you that yes, 100% if your skill, see, make yourself that your core skills are like that, that you should be fit at any place. It's not a DevOps role. Don't be specific to a role.
Okay.
That is what I'm trying to make all of my viewers or my members. So my entire channel is a journey, Sandeep. And you see, like others, I'm not doing. I can put direct DevOps videos, right? But I'm
Yes.
not doing that. I'm telling the core, the essence from where it's coming,
Mm.
right? So outside the biryani looks very good, right? But
If
you
you
need to
eat,
understand how to cook.
cook.
That is important, right? All ingredients are important, so like that only.
Mm.
And one more thing, if it's required, then you are going to get all these things. That is what my 100 days of IT corporate bootcamp is, a journey basically. Okay,
Yeah.
it's basically a journey with all real time troubleshooting, all real time projects and all. Okay, so you can go with 100 days of IT corporate bootcamp also, where you are going to get everything into a single plate.
Yeah. I've taken it. I'm going through
Okay,
that
okay.
video.
You're going through, right? So
Yeah.
please go through that one. Okay. And if you have any issues, ping me in the dashboard. Okay. I'll answer
Uh-huh.
immediately. This is that reason I have gone with platform, right?
Okay.
Earlier I was giving some Google Drive options, but immediately I stopped because that is not the solution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where I should be able to interact. So with this course, you are going to, I am helping you resume preparation completely free of cost. I'm not asking you anything. Who will help? First of all. Second thing is
Yes.
career counseling already I'm doing. Mock
Yes.
interviews I am taking, right?
Mm.
Doubt
Yes.
clarification I am doing. And the course content itself is a huge.
Yes. Yes. I have seen already 55 videos where everything is based on real time troubleshooting only.
Correct.
All the real time issues.
All
I've
real time
seen that.
issues.
Uh,
So
That's why means after seeing that I'm in a confusion whether to go to DevOps or continue in the Linux only to with the to build the foundation better like that. That's why I
correct.
wanted to have a call with you so that I'll
Okay.
have some what your clear path.
Clear path. Now I think you are
Yeah.
very clear with what, how, and where to do, right? It's very
Yes. Yes.
simple and
All
easy. Yeah. Don't try
mainly
to,
focus on that.
yeah, people will try to become rabbit in their life, but ultimately
Yeah,
we need to, right? You have
become
heard the
tortoise.
tortoise only.
We have to
Yeah,
become tortoise only instead of rabbit.
correct.
Now I become rabbit because I'm stuck where to go after listening to everyone. So that's the reason.
That is what. I think I am able to resolve your query, Sandeep, right? And
Yeah.
anything else you wanted to know from me? You can you make it little bit like this? You're going down. Yeah. Anything
Fine.
else I can help you with, Sandeep? Yeah, it's fine. Fine, fine.
Uh, Currently, it's fine. Means I wanted to create a resume and
Hmm,
uh,
hmm,
do some takes interviews,
hmm, hmm.
mock
Okay.
interviews.
Okay, you
Ask
wanted
you.
to give mock interviews. Okay, fine.
Uh,
So prepare your resume. First,
mm,
you prepare it from your side. Let me
mm.
validate it. If it's any
Yes.
alteration is required, any update is required, right? I'll ask you to make those changes. So once you make
Hmm.
the changes, again after that, I'll take your mock interviews. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But before that, please go through my 100 days of IT. That is 100 plus Linux interview question and answer.
That I didn't took. Now offer is running that I took before that.
Okay. No,
Real
there is
time.
another 200 plus interview question and answer that you have taken
No,
in the
I
same.
didn't took. I
Okay,
I
okay,
took this one before this when the offer started. Only I took.
okay, okay, okay. This course here, right?
Yeah, this course, real
100
time
days of IT corporate
scenario.
bootcamp.
Yes,
But there is
that
a
I took.
okay. The offer is still going on. It's and today it's only 999 I'm giving because I know. Okay, it's a Independence Day for everyone. So again, happy Independence Day to you and me,
Thank you.
right? And for the
Sure,
entire country
sure,
and
sir.
for all of my viewers. Okay.
Yes.
So that is there. So the offer is there. You can go for that 200 plus interview question and answer Linux. That is running.
Okay.
That I'm just only selling at 999. Okay. So it's not me only. Okay. It's the platform team who decide the prices and all.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that is there. Fine. So I think I'm able to resolve your queries, Sandeep. Okay. So
Yeah.
just take care of yourself, your loved one. Bye bye and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.